What's up guys, it's Sweat Trainer Kelsey Wells, and today we are going to train together. I'm going to be taking you through an exclusive workout based off of my new Power at Home program. All you're going to need is a set of dumbbells, your body, a mat, some water, and some motivation. Now let's take a look at the workout. It is comprised of one activation, 2 supersets, and a burnout phase. The activation is 4 minutes long. We're going to be doing 2 exercises back to back as many times as we can for 4 minutes. Each superset is 2 exercises followed with a 30-second rest, and each is 6 minutes long. So we'll be performing exercise 1, exercise 2, 30-second rest as many times as possible for 6 minutes, and do the same thing with superset 2. Conclusion of our workout today will be the burnout phase, and this is comprised of 2 exercises done for 60 seconds each. Okay, you guys, are we ready to get into our activation? It is happening right now. So first exercise in activation is a push-up to side plank, and then we're going to follow that with 15 squats. Everybody's in that high push-up position. We're going to do 10 reps, 5 per side. Push up, open up to side plank, alternating. Down, open up to side plank, reach to the ceiling. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. You can always drop to your knees if needed for those push-ups. 6, 7, 8, 9. Slow and control with these, and 10. Now we're not resting here, we're going straight into our squats. So you're up, feet are slightly wider than shoulder width, squatting, pushing your hips back, squeezing your glutes to the top. 15 reps. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Making sure that your knees are tracking in line with your toes. 13, 14, 15. Right back down into our push-up to side plank. Back in that high plank position. Remember, it's perfectly fine to modify doing those push-ups on your knees. Here, making sure that your shoulders are in line with your wrists. And you push up, side plank. Another 10 reps. And we're halfway through our activation. 4, 5. Your core is strong. 8, 9, and 10. Straight back into our squats. Second round of squats. And 1, 2. When you're squatting, it's very important that our knees are not caving inwards or pushing too far out, that they're right in line with our toes. Pushing like we're sitting back into a chair, keeping our core strong. 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, one more squat, 15. We still have about 30 seconds on our timer. So we're gonna begin another set of our push-up to side plank. Back into that high plank position, push up. And we have 5 seconds. Everybody do one more. And that is an activation. Well done, everyone. We just smashed the activation. Now we're going to take a 1-minute break before diving into the supersets. Okay, you guys, well done with the activation. I'm a little bit out of breath. We all should be out of breath by now. We should probably be sweaty by now. The activation is meant to warm up our bodies, get our muscles ready for strength training, ready for impact, and get our heart rates up. Get ready to really get into the meat of our workout. So that was 4 minutes back to back for a reason without the rest. Now we're taking a nice 1-minute rest, catch our breath a little bit, and get ready to get into our supersets. Now the superset section is a strength training technique where you do 2 completely different exercises, but you do a set of each consecutively without any rest, and then you rest at the end of the 2. So we are going to be doing 2 of these today, repeating them for 6 minutes. So again, we might get through 2, we might get through 2.5, might get through 1.5. It doesn't matter so much how many you do, it matters that you are doing it with correct form and really pushing yourself to do your best. Okay everyone, we have rested a little bit. We are jumping into our supersets. So we're jumping right into it with our squat thrusters. Holding our dumbbells up here by our shoulders. Our wrists are nice and strong. Starting our timer is on for 6 minutes. You squat and press up. Squat. 10 reps here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Going straight into our bent over reverse flies. You want to bend over so that your back is almost parallel with the floor. Your feet are about shoulder width apart. A nice strong grip on your dumbbells. 10 reps here. 1. You want to think squeezing your shoulder blades behind you, keeping your core strong. 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're resting for 30 seconds. This is a great time to get a drink. Take a deep breath. The point here is not to keep your heart rate up. The point here is to let your muscles recover a little bit from the exercises we've just done so we can continue to push ourselves and get that hypertrophy. All right, just about 5 more seconds and then we're going right back into our squat thruster. So I'm gonna get my weights, stand up and get ready. Nice deep breath. Our wrists are straight and strong. We're going back into 1 more set of 10 of our squat thrusters. Remember, we're doing this superset for 6 minutes total. One more. All right, straight into our bent over reverse fly. Your back, you don't want to be up here. You want to be almost parallel with the floor, a soft bend in the knees. Squeezing those lats together. 2. That's 10, so another 30-second rest. You want to remember, with weight training, form is always first. So before you worry about going faster, make sure that your form is spot on, that your core is staying tight and strong throughout all movements so that you have the stability you need and that we don't get injured. So About 10 more seconds rest, and then we're going to repeat superset one more time. We have about 2 minutes left in our 6-minute timer, so we should get one full superset in. One more full superset in. Squat thrusters are first. Dumbbells up at your shoulders. So we squat. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going straight into our bench reverse flies. Very important that your wrists are strong. We don't want them like this. Straight and strong anytime you're using weights. Our back is almost parallel to the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Another 30-second rest, and we sped through that. We have 30-second rest, and then we will have 30 more seconds, and we're not gonna cut this short. So that means we're going to do the first half of superset one more time. About 10 more seconds, and we'll get into another set of squat thrusters. All right, you guys, grab your weights, stand back up, feet are shoulder width apart, wrists are strong, our cores are tight. We're going to squat back. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Our timer's going off. We're gonna finish this with 10. Well done. That is superset 1. Okay, we are taking a nice 1-minute rest between our supersets. We just smashed superset 1. Superset 2 is going to be 2 more exercises. The first is a Goblet Reverse Lunge, and the second is Renegade Row. So again, we will be doing 10 of each, so 5 per side, followed with a 30-second rest. I want everyone to really remember that this is not about speed. We're not trying to rush through these as quick as possible to get as sweaty as possible. This is really about using correct form, strengthening our bodies. We're gaining muscle, and with weight training in particular, it is so important that you are using correct form, keeping your core strong throughout every movement, and holding the dumbbells correctly. Of course, I will give you form cues throughout. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this. Catch your breath, about 5 more seconds, and we'll be jumping right in with superset 2. Superset 2 is starting now. So first exercise is a Goblet Reverse Lunge. 6 minutes is starting now, 10 reps. So stepping back, 1, switching sides, 2, 3, 4, halfway there. 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Exercise 2 in superset 2 is a Renegade Row. So we're using both dumbbells, holding them in a high plank position. So you're right here, your feet are shoulder width apart. Want to make sure that your wrists and your shoulders are in line, and you row. Alternating sides. 2, 3, you need to keep your core strong. 4. It's definitely okay to take the modification in this and do it from your knees. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're at our first 30-second rest. take some breath, get some water. Next time we go into those Renegade rows, I want you to really focus on keeping your wrists straight and strong. Doing push-ups on dumbbells is actually a good tip for anyone with weak wrists in the first place, but especially for this move, you want to make sure that you're not letting your wrists buckle. So we have about 10 more seconds. I'm going to get a little water. All right, so picking up one of our dumbbells, top of our mat, we're getting back into our goblet reverse lunges. So feet shoulder width apart, chest is proud, core is strong, stepping back into the lunge, alternating 10 reps total, 5 reps per side. That's 3, 4, 5. Don't forget to breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. All right, back into the high plank, grabbing our second dumbbell, our second set of Renegade rows. So we're in the high plank position and we're rowing, alternating sides. 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30-second rest. We are halfway done through our superset timer. There's 3 minutes on the clock. We're gonna keep it rolling, of course, while we rest. The rest is part of this. I know it might be tempting to just jump into the superset early, but it is intentional that we take this time to let our muscles recover, not all the way, but a bit, before we jump back into our exercises. About 10 more seconds. All right, you wanna get one of the dumbbells out of the way so we're not tripping on it. Standing up nice and tall into our goblet reverse lunge. 10 reps. Three, 2, and 1. All right, grabbing that second dumbbell. We want to start about shoulder width apart with our hands and our feet. Shoulders in line with our wrists. Settling into that plank position. You want to keep your neck in neutral spine. You don't want your hips too high or too low, or you won't be able to do the row correctly. So back, another set of 10. 6. Try not to let our hips sway too much. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're resting. Looks like we have just over a minute left on our superset timer, so we'll see how far we get into our next superset. All right, I'm gonna stand up and get ready so don't waste any time. About 6 more seconds left. Again, you wanna make sure that you're standing nice and proud at the top of your mat. Stepping back into that reverse lunge. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. All right, looks like we have time to at least start our set of rows. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, jumping right in. And 10, 9, 8, just 2 more seconds. Let's do 2 more. And that is superset 2. Well done, that concludes our superset section for today's Power at Home workout. All we have left is the burnout phase, you guys, but first we're gonna take a 1-minute rest. All right, so in the Sweat app, which is where you can follow me and train with me with my power programs or my Power at Home program, every session from starting with week 5 offers you a burnout. There are always 2 exercises for 1 minute each. Today we're going to be doing both, so 2 exercises for 60 seconds each. However, at this point, you might already feel burnt out, and that's completely acceptable. So if you just want to join me with the first burnout, you can do that. If you want to join me with both of them, you can do that. But remember, the point of the burnout is to exhaust our muscles at the end as a finisher to our workout. If you don't need it, then you're already done. So do what you can, listen to your body. In about 15 seconds, I'm going to be going through both, and I'd love for you to join me. Final phase is here, the burnout phase. Our first burnout today, our first exercise in the burnout is going to be a shoulder press. Standing about shoulder width apart, our core is strong, and we're simply pressing, kissing them together at the top and right back down. Just past our ears and coming back down. Keeping your core strong and breathing. We're not counting reps because we're doing as many as we can with proper form for 60 seconds. And exhale as you press and back down. We're halfway done, you guys. If you're struggling, you can slow your pace, take a little pause, but don't give up. Feel that burn, it feels good. Five more seconds. Push out a couple more reps, and 2 and 1. That is burnout 1. Okay, you guys, burnout 2 is a simple plank. As I mentioned earlier, the burnouts are optional. So if you are burnt out by now, well done, but I'm going to be doing a 60-second plank starting right now. So let's get into the plank position if you want to join me. And we're going. With the plank, you want to make sure that your back is nice and straight, your hips are level. We don't want to sag, we don't want to be up here. We want to keep our bodies nice, straight, our core is really strong. Also, make sure that your neck stays in neutral spine. We don't want to be dragging your neck like this. You shouldn't really be looking upward either. You should keep that neck right here, neutral spine, in neutral spine. Your hands can be fists or can be flat against the floor. And breathe. We have about 20 seconds. If you want to continue, but you feel like you're already getting burnt out, you can plank from your knees and hold right here. Deep breaths, keeping our core strong. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done today, you guys. Again, I am Kelsey Wells. Thank you for joining me with Women's Health today. I hope you had fun with your sneak peek of the Power at Home program. To train with me, you can find me in the Sweat app.